bring you something that's going to hopefully make you jump up off your seat, giggle, laugh, snap your fingers, stomp your feet. We want you to put your hands together for this young man that they call Thug. That's right, you heard. Thug. But Thug stands for true holiness unto God. Yes, true holiness unto God.
Go ahead, Thug. Go ahead.
Let's go. Put your hands together. Come on. Yeah. What I'm talking about. All this youth, all this togetherness, it just makes me feel good. Come on. Yeah. All right, let's go. Cut that. How everybody doing? Everybody good?
Good.
Like she say, I go by the name of Thug, true holiness under God. I'm taking what the world meant for bad, flipping it to something good. Feel me? And I don't only go around telling jokes. I'm also a deacon, and we mentor to troubled teens. And I'm very passionate. Me and my wife, we're very passionate about that. I mean, we got to, I'm trying to mentor to them, and we got to teach them. Belts are for holding your pants up.
Yeah.
I came up in the 70s, and no, young people, I was not a slave. I came up in the 70s. Where, the teachers was not coming on to the students.
Come back here and listen. I want you to hear everything he got.
None came on to me anyway. I mean, it was that one time, but they fired him. But what I'm saying is that, I came up in a time when they didn't have the Amber Alert. I came up in a time when if you got lost, you were just lost.
Well,
my mother still don't know where I'm at. I've been lost for 30 years. Plus, my mother wasn't having it no way. Because she tell you before you get in the store, you better not get in here, you better not touch nothing, you better not ask for nothing, and you better not get lost.
Come on!
They asked me in a minute, you lost? Because I can see my mama now on TV talking about, you better not let me catch the trick, you better not let me. They didn't have the Amber Alert. And even if they did, my mother would have been using it to network. Using it like Facebook.
well.
They would have been on their Keno game over here tonight. Room for rent. Because when I came up, if you got lost, that just meant your room was for rent. I came up at the time I came up with roaches. Yeah, that's right, I ain't scared to admit it. I don't know how it is down here in Cincinnati, but the Detroit roach is rough. The Detroit roach is aggressive.
Yes, they are.
Testify. I remember stepping on a roach in the kitchen, seeing the same roach 2 weeks later in the living room with a cast on. Talking about I'm too legit to quit.
We don't die with multiply.
Hey man, I see somebody been to Detroit. Yeah, born and raised, been married, going on 8 years. We got an 8-year anniversary coming up. And that's a big feat for me because I wasn't always a man of God. When my wife met me, I was what they use, big balling. I mean, I was making it wasn't always legal money. I was making illegal money, but I had a lot of money, and my wife married me like she hit the jackpot. But see, the joke's on her, because I'm broke as a joke now. I'm so broke, I called the Home Shopping Network. They answered the phone, nice people. Excuse me, may I help you? I said, just looking. I'm just telling you how it is in my house. My wife got a little cat. I hate this little thing I do. I kick it every chance I get. God forgive me. But I kick it every chance when she ain't looking, I kick it. Because what this cat would do, it would wake me up in the morning, licking me in my mouth. And then when I wake up, he was thinking himself, if those that get the taste out of my mouth, out of his. See, and when I was coming up, I was very vengeful. If you did something to me, I was going to get you back. So what he do when he sleep, I lick him in his mouth. And when he wake up, I'm licking myself. If Dota say, you see how that feel? See, you say, ugh, but you don't understand. Love my wife to death. And I did this one joke. I said, when I was homeless, my wife was with me. When my car broke down and I had to walk 5 miles in the snow, my wife was right there with me.
Oh, she love you, bro.
When I got sick and was laid up, my wife was right there by my side.
I can deal with that.
I'm starting to think my wife is bad luck. And see, I did that joke. No, hold on, wait a minute. No, see, you laugh. You laugh. Wait a minute. This is serious. This is serious.
I'm doing that.
This is serious. What I'm saying is that, I did that joke one time, and it was an older audience, and it was at a birthday party, and I did that joke, and Grandmama stood up and said, "That's not nice, young man." Scared me to death. Now, I'm not talking about your 12 or 13-year-old grandmama. The ones you see. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking grandmama. I'm talking grandmama that will put a prayer on you and make all your hair fall out. I'm talking grandmama that would make you some grease and grow it back. I'm talking grandmama say, "Boy, you better get them underwear out them dirty clothes. They got another good side to them." That's the grandmama I'm talking about. I'm talking about grandmama that will wake you up at 4:30 a.m. Sunday morning for Sunday school that don't start till 9.
Amen. Amen.
That's the grandmama I'm talking about. I'm talking grandmama who's walking around humming hymns.
From Mississippi.
We cocked. You understand? That's the grandmama I'm talking about. Scared me to death. She said that wasn't nice. And my wife teased me about it still to this day. She the other half of Team Thug. That's what we go by, Team Thug. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else she got going on. I don't know how to work none of this stuff. This is all I do. She tell me I'm the little joker thing in the box. She just wind it up and I come out. That's all I do. So I don't know, but I don't know. And like I say, I came up in the 70s where times was just a little different, and we got to educate ourselves. So a guy came up to me the other day and said, "I didn't know it was Rodney King's birthday." Rodney King's birthday? I say, "No, Martin." He said, "Oh, Martin Lawrence's birthday." So we kind of got into it, a Caucasian friend of mine, and we kind of got into it, but we friends now. He invited me to go hunting with him. I'm Thug, too rolling the son of God.